Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to webinar Sri Lanka All-in-One. First of all, thank you everyone for accepting our invitation. The purpose of this webinar is to make you aware of the present situation in Sri Lanka and tourism industry. We appreciate if you can mute your mic and switch off your video during the discussion for better visibility. You will be given an opportunity to ask questions. If you have any questions during the discussion, you can use the chat line. Let me introduce resource speakers, Desmond and Sujiva. Desmond, as a professional marketer and a hotelier with expert knowledge, has over 40 years of experience in tourism and hospitality industry throughout Asia, Middle East, Europe, America, and Bermuda. As a Sri Lankan who has traveled widely and who has himself lived and breathed the cultures of many different countries, Desmond well understands how to tailor expectations to experience. He works closely with the industry and hoteliers to give our guests the true taste of Sri Lanka. Sujiva, a professional hotelier who has switched to travel just after his graduation. Ever since then, he has been engaging in this industry for almost 3 decades and is a fellow member of Ceylon Hotel School Graduate Association, spearheading the Sri Lanka hospitality industry. He had worked for reputed companies throughout in his career, and he initiated many projects developing and DMCs in Singapore, Malaysia, and Vietnam. Let me introduce Geeta Gaur is hosting this event. She's from Himachal Pradesh, Solan. Her company name is Dream Vacation Tour and Travels. She been industry of last 5 years experience. She's doing an amazing job handling client to Sri Lanka. Geeta, over to you. Ask questions from forum.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon,
Good
everybody.
afternoon, sir.
So my first question is, how safe is Sri Lanka for tourists?
The answer your question. So everybody has these questions before they travel to any destination. So
Yeah.
that is a good question, Geeta. So that safety is the number one concern when you travel to any country. As far as Sri Lanka is concerned, it's the safest country at the moment, and because the government has taken a few steps to assure the safety of the tourists who are visiting Sri Lanka, especially the tourist police in all over the country has been empowered to do a job, and then there are some associations of travel agents association and driver chauffeur guide associations and the guide association. They have been empowered to safeguard the clients, and there's a community, the huge community is involved, and as the community also been empowered on the tourism area, especially the first time in Sri Lanka. Now the government has done the demarcation of tourism zones, so that is very important for people, then safety. And to tell you frankly, now if people are saying that there's no travel in Sri Lanka, but last month there were about 40,000 people have traveled. So out of that, 10,000 people are from India. So it's quite a good number as far as tourism arrivals are concerned. So that's why I'm telling it's good numbers now, since now the Russian charters has also started. So there are a lot of Russians are traveling from Russia, and then know this part of the world, and then the Europe has traveled a lot, and then it's India again. Yeah, it's happening. But now Air France also started the career, so that there'll be, I mean, there's no question about it. The people can travel safely in Sri Lanka.
Okay, that's good. Now my second question is that, what are flight operating in Sri Lanka at the moment?
See, that's what I'm saying now. Now, Russia, the Aeroflot has started. That is charter operation, and Air France has started. And apart, I mean, like say, for example, from India. So India now, Sri Lankan Airlines has always, I mean, throughout the year. I mean, you can say from Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and then Sri Lankan Airline is flying. And apart from Sri Lankan Airline, Air India is there, and then the Indigo, the budget carriers are also there, and probably Vistara will join soon.
And sir, what about transport and fuel?
Transport and fuel, yes, actually we had from some issues couple of months back. So now, yeah, now everything is streamlined, right? So we have the fuel, ample fuel, and we the government has introduced a QR system for public. And as far as tourists are concerned, we have actually there are about 3 institutes which the government entities are taking care of the tourists for the fuel for the tourist vehicle. So, and especially Sri Lanka Tourism Board and Sri Lanka Army and Sri Lanka Transport Board collaborated, and they are doing an amazing job, taking care of all the tourists who are traveling around Sri Lanka. And I mean, they have, there's no hesitation that you can pump the fuel and there's no queues at all, so you can go right in and then you can proceed with your journey.
Okay, that's nice. And what about hotels and facilities?
Over to you, Daisy.
Hotels, yes. We had ample time during and after COVID-19. The hotels had a lot of ample time because most of the places were not operating and they had no clients going into the hotel. So they started refurbishing and revamping and rebranding, and they are in full swing at the moment because the domestic tourism in Sri Lanka have grown. So there are a lot of people during the weekends. Most of the hotels are running on high occupancy, and I would say this is the best time for a foreigner or a visitor or for an Indian to come to Sri Lanka because of the value. They are offering massive discounts for hotels. Plus, there is a gain in the currency, which is dollars. Dollar has because of the exchange rate. So there is a big value for and a gain for the tourists. So this is the best time, I would say, to travel. And apart from that, you see the giant chain hotels like Marriott's, the Ritz-Carlton, then the Sheratons are opening soon in Sri Lanka. So they have done their homework. If not, they will just not coming to Sri Lanka. So I would say this is the best time for the Indians to travel to Sri Lanka because of the especially because of the dollar.
I think there is no any food issues in Sri Lanka right now.
Presently, no, we don't have any food because if you see the hotels are running on high occupancy, and the government have taken extra steps to give the hotels to import whatever the necessities they want directly, or through private importers. They import everything from directly. I think mainly from India and plus from other countries, from Europe, but mainly I think food is coming from India. So that is we don't see any shortage of food in any part of the in any hotel. So presently they're running very well, and we're waiting for you all to come. We want more.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yes.
And sir, what about sightseeing and what those places open up for tourists? Sightseeing.
Yeah.
What about things?
Yeah, the sightseeing is open up for everyone. Actually, after COVID, it has been now almost 1 year. The sightseeing are open, so all the places are in order. So everybody can travel and they can walk into the places. There's no question about it. At the same time, so there are new additions like Lotus Tower as in Colombo as a 360-degree the panoramic view from Colombo, and then they have revolving restaurants as well. So it's similar to KL Tower in Malaysia. So I think these are things that happening, and then all the casinos are open, and there are their packages are going on that the people who want to gamble, and same time there will be entertainment as well. Like I can tell you there are a lot of Indian celebrities as also involved. You can have that kind of engagement when you go to casinos as well. So those kind of improvements are there in terms of entertainment. So the nightlife is happening in Colombo. So yes, it's a best time to travel.
That's great. My last question. My last question is why do we select Sri Lanka as a destination?
Yes, I can. Desmond can give the right answer for that. So why not, Desmond? You go ahead with that question.
Value for money, the proximity, India. Within 1 hour, 2 hours, you can come to Sri Lanka. Value for money is there, and you can for your budget from $5 to $500, you have places you can visit, hotels. Plus
Right.
the diversity. It diversifies so much. The climate changes within hours.
Yeah.
Within 1 2 hours, you can travel, and you can go into the cold. You can come into the beach. Just so it's the the accessibility for the how Sri Lanka is diversified. So close. It's an island. So I think that is the main plus points we have. So
I think apart from that, like see, when you travel domestically in India, you travel to a one city, right? So for
Yes.
example, you travel to Ladakh, you travel to some places,
Yes.
it's one city. But if in your holiday in Sri Lanka, you can travel to many cities. So that's
Yeah.
another advantage. So you can travel at least 5 6 cities in within 5 nights. So likewise, you have a lot of advantage, coming to Sri Lanka.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Over to you, Reshma. So I think if you have any questions, you can ask from us. If you have any further questions,
No, sir.
I think you are satisfied with what's happening in Sri Lanka at the moment, Geeta.
No, sir. I think that's sufficient.
All
Yes,
right,
thank you.
thank you, Geeta.
Be
So
satisfied. First of all, I will visit in Sri Lanka first of all. Then after my client will definitely there come in Sri
Definitely,
Lanka.
yes. We are looking forward to host you, and we will definitely see what we can do together. And I think yes, we can move forward with. I mean, like getting more people come to Sri Lanka, then they are aware of what's happening in Sri Lanka. So it's not that the media what says about
Yes,
Sri Lanka. The ground reality is totally different. So that you have to come and see for yourself.
over to you, Reshma.
Over to you, Reshma.
Thank you, Desmond Sujiva, sharing a valuable information with us.
So
So let's wind up and then we'll meet up again soon.
Yes. So
Geeta's, yes, nice coming and participating in this event, and like
Thank you very
let's
much,
move
Geeta.
forward.
So please
thank you so
educate
much.
your
Thank you
partners
everyone.
also.
Yes, yeah. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Take
take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.